Ackmark IT Solutions. Innovate, transform, grow.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Ackmark IT Solutions. Today's episode is a little different from our usual analytics content. We're going academic. If you're a bachelor's student working on a project, a case study, or your final year dissertation, this one's for you. In the next few minutes, we'll cover what research methodology actually means, the key terms you'll keep running into, the general process every research project follows, and a few practical tips to help you avoid common early mistakes. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. What is research methodology really? In simple terms, it's the overall plan for how you're going to answer your research question. What data will you collect, how will you collect it, and how will you analyze it once you have it? Think of it as the blueprint of your project, not the findings themselves, just the plan for how you'll get there. A good methodology section always answers three questions. What data do I need? How will I collect it? And how will I analyze it? If you can answer those three clearly, you already have the bones of a solid methodology chapter. Before we go further, let's quickly define 6 terms you'll see constantly in any research methods course or supervisor meeting. Research question, the core question your entire study is trying to answer. Hypothesis, a testable prediction about what you expect to find. Variables, your independent variable is the cause, your dependent variable is the effect it has. Population and sample, the population is everyone you're theoretically studying. The sample is the smaller group you actually collect data from. Primary and secondary data, primary data is data you collect yourself. Secondary data already exists. Think government statistics or published datasets. Validity and reliability, validity asks, are you measuring the right thing? Reliability asks, would you get the same result if you measured it again? Get comfortable with these 6 terms. They'll come up in almost every conversation about methodology from here on. Now, every research project generally falls into one of 3 types. Qualitative research explores meaning and experience. Think interviews, case studies, and open-ended questions. It's less about numbers, more about understanding why and how. Quantitative research tests relationships using numbers, surveys, statistics, and experiments. It's about measuring how much or how many and testing whether a relationship is statistically significant. Mixed methods combines both, using numbers to measure something and interviews or open questions to explain why that pattern exists. Your research question usually tells you which type fits. If you're asking how many or is there a relationship, lean quantitative. If you're asking why or how does this feel, lean qualitative. So how does an actual research project flow from start to finish? There's a general process almost every project follows. Step 1, identify the problem. Define the gap. What don't we know yet that's worth knowing? Step 2, literature review. See what's already been studied, so you're not repeating existing work. Step 3, form a hypothesis. State your prediction clearly, based on what the literature suggests. Step 4, choose your method. Pick your approach, qualitative, quantitative, or mixed, based on your question. Step 5, collect and analyze. Gather your data and run your analysis. Step 6, report findings. Share the result, along with its limitations and implications. Beginner tip, this process is rarely a straight line. It's completely normal to loop back to your literature review once your research question starts to sharpen. Let's talk about how you actually collect the data itself. Here are 5 common methods. Surveys, structured questions sent out to a large group, great for quantitative data. Interviews, in-depth, open conversations, great for qualitative depth. Experiments, testing cause and effect directly, often under controlled conditions. Observation, simply watching behavior as it happens, without directly asking about it. Secondary data, using data that already exists, like published reports or open datasets, often the fastest option for a short timeline. Your choice of method should always come back to one thing. What does your research question actually need? Before we wrap up, here are 4 practical tips that'll save you a lot of pain later. Keep your scope narrow. A tightly focused question is always easier to research well than a broad, unfocused one. Match your method to your question. Don't force quantitative data onto a why question. It usually doesn't fit. Check reliability early. Pilot test your survey or interview guide with a few people before rolling it out fully. Cite as you go. Track every source the moment you use it. Leaving citations for the end is one of the most common and most painful mistakes students make. Let's do a quick recap before we finish up. Methodology is your research blueprint, the how, not the what. Know your key terms: question, hypothesis, variables, sample, and data type. Choose qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods based on what your question actually needs. Follow the general process: define, review, hypothesize, choose, collect, report. And keep everything narrow, valid, reliable, and well-cited from day one. That wraps up episode 4. I hope this gave you a clear, practical starting point for thinking about your own research methodology. In the next episode, we'll go a step further and talk about choosing the right research design for your specific project. So if that sounds useful, make sure you're subscribed to Ackmark IT Solutions so you don't miss it. Drop any questions about your own project in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.